Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the 2024 IKBN Kinarut Debate Competition Grand Final. I'm Ashrafi, the Speaker of the House, and this is Azhar, the timekeeper. Today's debate will attempt the Asian parliamentary style. One team will be the government, and the other team will be the opposition. The speaking order between the two sides alternate, and the order of the debaters are therefore leader of the government, leader of the opposition, deputy leader of the government, deputy leader of the opposition, member of the government, member of the opposition, reply speech from the opposition, and lastly, official rebuttal from the government. Speeches are 7 minutes in length. The timekeeper will ring the bell once after the first minute and once at the end of the 6th minute to signal the time allocated for points of information. A debater has the absolute right to accept or refuse a point of information and impromptu question raised by the opposing team within the allocated time. As a general rule, a debater should accept at least 2 points of information. A point of information should be no longer than 15 seconds. At the end of the 7th minute, the bell will ring twice, and the debater must stop his or her speech immediately. 4 minutes are allocated for the reply speech, and 3 minutes will be given to prepare for the reply speech. Reply speech may be presented by the first or second debater of each team. The bell will ring twice to indicate the end of the 4 minutes allocated time. The agitator of this debate are Duais, Mr. Muhammad Nazri Tuni, the Chief of Industrial Relations, IKBN Kinarut. The Collector, Mrs. Salina C, Vocational Training Officer, IKBN Kinarut. The Smart, Mr. Kok PQ, Vocational Training Officer, IKBN Kinarut. The motion of today's debate is that smartphones should be banned in classroom. I repeat that smartphones should be banned in classroom. Seated on my right, representing the government, are the Prime Minister, the Most Honorable Noraziati, the Minister of Education, the Honorable Nur Hasir, the Deputy Minister of Education, the Honorable Aiman Salman, seated on my left, speaking for the opposition are the Leader of the Opposition, the Honorable Hazid Najwan, the Deputy Leader of the Opposition, the Honorable Siti Nur Hidayat, Member of the Opposition, the Honorable Izzat Mustaqim, without further ado, I call upon the Prime Minister to deliver the bill, define its terms, and outline the government case. She must completely describe the plan for implementing the bill.
Speaker, cautious timekeeper, honorable legislators, members of the opposition team, and members of the gallery. Today, we are debating on a very hot topic, and we will bring the issues smartphones should be banned from classroom. Nowadays, smartphones are something most people can live without, young or old. We use them to socializing, watch videos, surf websites, play games, also take picture and ads. These wondrous little technological marvels have become an inseparable part of our daily lives. 82% of high school students are reported to use it highly frequently. Yet, the question remains as to what role they play in education. I, Norazia Abdurazak, as the Prime Minister, will define the motion which I just did. Then, I will present a strong argument to solidify on why we should ban smartphones. My deputy, Norazia, will rebut the leader of the opposition argument. Then she will bring forward a strong argument which explains that smartphones disrupt students' focus and gives negative effect to mental health. Lastly, our third speaker, Aiman, will counter all of the argument by the opposition speakers. Before I put forward my argument, I would like to define the motion today. Smartphone are defined as a mobile phone that performs many of the functions of a computer, typically having a touchscreen interface, internet access, and operating system capable of running downloaded apps. While the word classroom defines as a room in a school or college where groups of students are taught. In short, our motion today is to define on why smartphones should be banned from classroom. I repeat, why smartphones should be banned from classroom. Members of the gallery, first of all, why I agree with the motion smartphones should be banned from classroom is because smartphone can be a major distraction during class, leading to decreased learning outcomes. Studies have shown that when students use smartphones in class, they are more likely to be distracted, leading to decreased overall academic performance. For example, a study conducted by the University of Nebraska-Lincoln found that students who use their phones during class were likely to accurately recall the material discussed. This is because distractions can lead to cognitive overload, hindering the information from working memory to long-term memory. This in turn prevents students from learning and ultimately remembering crucial information. Furthermore, allowing students to use their phones during class reduces their chances of engaging with their peers and engaging meaningful discussion, both of which are essential for learning. Therefore, as a conclusion, we, the government, strongly believes with the motion smartphones should be banned from the classroom. That's it.
I thank the Prime Minister for her remarks. We shall now hear the leader of the opposition. If the opposition plans to contest the government definitions or to introduce a counter plan, it must do so during this address.
Thank you to the Speaker of the House. Good evening, Good afternoon to the government team, the estimated, the dedicated, and the member of the gallery. Today, we are debating the motion smartphones should be banned from the classroom. The Prime Minister has outlined the definition of the motion, which we as the opposition firmly accepted. However, we strongly oppose the misguided stand on this issue. As the leader of the opposition, I will first hear out the argument presented by the Prime Minister. I will present our counter argument. Following this, my deputy, Siti Nur Hidayah, will deliver two powerful arguments against the motion. Finally, our third speaker, Izzat Mustaqim, will decisively rebut the government shaky reasoning. The Prime Minister has claimed that smartphones are distracting in the classroom. This point appropriately ignore the incredible education advantage. Smartphone can provide study, show that smartphone can transform learning by giving students access to wealth of online resources and engaging educational tools. For example, research from the University of Alabama found that students who use smartphone can educationally purpose did significantly better in retaining and applying knowledge. Additionally, education apps have been shown to boost student engagement and motivation, turning learning from a boring chore into an exciting adventure. Let's consider the contradiction in the argument against it. Instead of banning this device, why not teach our students how to use them responsibly? By integrating smartphone into a lesson, teacher can build a digital skill, helping students navigate the challenge of technology in today's world. Beyond this strong rebuttal, it's crucial to highlight how smartphone encourage teamwork and collaboration among students. Group projects can be enhanced through the collaborative apps, allowing students to work together easily, even outside the classroom. This kind of teamwork not only prepare them for the future career, but also build essential social skills. Moreover, smartphone can be a powerful tool for personalized learning. They allow students to access material that match their individual learning style, creating a more inclusive environment. This approach not only boosts educational fairness, but also empowers students to take control in their own learning journey. In conclusion, as the opposition, we firmly believe that evidence strongly supports the integration of smartphone into a classroom rather than a backward ban. We urge the member of the gallery, the educator to recognize the transformative potential of smartphone in enriching the educational experience. Thank you.
The opposition for his remarks. I now call upon the Minister of Education to deliver a constructive speech in support of the bill.
Thank you, Speaker of the House. Good afternoon to the Speaker of Faculty, the senators, who are sensitive to the time, the line of educators, member of the opposition team, and member of the gallery. The leader of opposition team tried to say that students must use smartphone in classroom so they can get motivation from them. But I want to argue that because students who actually have take influences of motivation, we all know that influencers nowadays always say that they don't have to take SPM exam because they said that if they want to start working from now, they can have their own purpose. So, ladies and gentlemen, before I present my argument, I would like to remind everyone that the topic of our debate today. The topic that we are debating today is smartphones should be banned in classroom. Smartphones should be banned in classroom because smartphone can lead to a distraction. The presence of smartphone can be very
and talking to each other, making inappropriate comments, and taking pictures or video without the teacher permission. This not only disrupts the learning process but also creates an environment of disrespect and disruption in the classroom. Secondly, I want to say that smartphone also can have a negative effect to the mental health. Studies have shown that the presence of smartphone in the classroom can lead to a feeling of stress and anxiety. This can be especially harmful to students who are already struggling with mental health issues. Additionally, using smartphone during class can lead to social compression and feeling of inclusion. As students use their phone to post about their academic achievement or to compare themselves to their peers. That's all for me.
Thank you for your remarks. I now call upon the Deputy Leader of the Opposition to deliver a constructive speech opposing the bill.
Thank you for the Speaker of the House, ladies and gentlemen, the educated, and also my worthy opponents. Good afternoon, my name is Daya, and I stand before you as the second Speaker of the opposition team against the motion that smartphones should be banned from the classroom. The Prime Minister and Deputy Prime Minister have made a sincere effort, but alas, have misunderstanding that our clear to up. As the second Speaker of the opposition, I would like to against the motion that smartphones should be banned from the classroom. While my opponents have focused heavily on the educational aspect, and I present several partial arguments that highlight on why banning smartphone is neither practical nor beneficial. The Deputy Prime Minister tried to say that smartphones make student distraction because of smartphone and speaks about mental health, anxiety, example for anxiety. For the section, students may focus more on the phone than a lesson. But, in my opinion, with the proper guidelines, smartphones can be used as learning tools that enhance engagement. And for the health concern, extended screen time can lead to eye strain and other health issues. My opinion, incorporating regular breaks can mitigate health risks associated with the screen time. Firstly, smartphones are crucial for safety and emergency communication. In today's world, having a smartphone allows students to quickly contact emergency services or reach out to parents if a situation arises. Many smartphones could compromise student safety, especially in unforeseen circumstances such as a natural disaster or health emergency. Additionally, banning smartphones fails to teach students about personal responsibility and accountability. Instead of removing their devices, we should encourage students to take ownership of their technology use. By allowing them to navigate the appropriate use of smartphones, we help them to develop self-discipline as this is their skill and extend beyond the classroom. In conclusion, the motion to ban smartphones from the classroom overlooks critical aspects of safety, personal responsibility, and student independence. Instead of imposing a ban, Let's focus on encouraging a balanced approach to all students to use their smartphones wisely and responsibly. Once again, we ask the opposition team would like to call everyone to agree with ourselves that smartphones should be banned from the classroom. I repeat, smartphones should be not banned from the classroom. Thank you.
Thank you, remarks. I now call upon the Deputy Minister of Education to deliver his speech in support of the bill.
Thank you to the Speaker of the House. Good morning to the legislators. Madam Chair, the opposition team and the members of the Bureau. I commend the leader and the second speaker of the opposition team for their sincerity, but I have to point out some errors to the argument. Firstly, the leader said smartphone should not be banned because it helps students find information online. But you see, information can be I think sending and sharing information is really easy nowadays. People can share information almost immediately after they log in. But the problem is we do not know whether the info that got shared is even true or not. You see, in this modern day that we live in, all the information is on the tip of your finger. We can, for example, search for this specific thing, and we found so many info about this specific thing. But the question is, how do we know if it's true? I mean, people can change the info on the internet to whatever they like. And I think one of the best ways to get info other than browsing the internet is by going to the library. And the second speaker argued that the smartphone should not be banned because it can help students call their relatives during an emergency. But while smartphone can make communication with other people easier, that cannot be the main reason why we should not ban the use of smartphone in class, as there is an alternative way to communicate with outside people, such as the use of a student telephone where they can call their relatives almost any time, as long as they got permission from their teachers to go to the telephone booth to use it. As for the other one, which is by making an announcement to all the students, I think by using this facility we can let the students, we can alert the students if something urgent or not urgent is happening, and make the students act immediately. I must say that while smartphone make all the things we can do a little bit easier, it is still cannot be as reliable as what we have here in school. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to remind everyone that smartphone should be banned in the classroom because, one, it can be a massive distraction for the students, and second, can lead to misinformation, and the third one is can the health of the students. Thank you.
Thank you for your remarks. Member of the opposition will now deliver the last speech opposing the bill.
Thank you, Speaker of the House. Good afternoon to the government team and the educators and the members of the gallery. As I am Mr. Mustaqim, as the third speaker for the opposition team, I will address the argument presented by the government team and enforce why we firmly believe that smartphones should not be banned from classroom. The Prime Minister from government team tried to say that smartphones can be a distraction. Students may focus as the Prime Minister tried to say that smartphones are really can make student distractions. Students may focus. The Prime Minister tried to say that smartphones are really restrictions, but unfortunately, with proper guidelines, a smartphone can be used as learning tools that enhance engagement. And the Deputy Prime Minister argued that smartphone can lead to distraction and also can cause mental health. But did not realize that incorporating activities can mitigate health risks and associate with screen time. Now let's discuss how smartphone encourage a sense of responsibility among students. When students are entrusted with devices, they learn to manage their time and resources effectively. This fosters a culture of accountability, where students understand the importance of using technology ethically and responsibly. By guiding them in responsible smartphone use, we can prepare them for the expectation they will face in both academic and professional environments. Additionally, smartphone can enhance communication between teachers and students. They allow for real-time feedback, enabling teachers to address students promptly. This immediacy can significantly improve the learning experience, making education more responsive and tailored to individual students. In conclusion, we as the opposition team firmly believe that banning smartphone from classroom is a short-sighted solution to a complex issue. Instead of restricting access to valuable learning tools, we advocate for their integration with thoughtful guidelines and educational strategies. This approach will prepare our students for technology-driven work and empower them to use their devices responsibly. Thank you.
Please give a round of applause for our debaters. I repeat, I now call the opposition representative to present the opposition reply speech. It is her responsibility to complete attack on the government case and to defend and summarize the position of the opposition. You may start now.
I am a member of the opposition group. I would like to disagree with their opinion about restriction. Distraction and mental health issues because the smartphone can increase student engagement by allowing them to participate in interactive activity, polls, and educational games. This can make learning more dynamic and appealing, catering to various styles. Additionally, banning smartphone does not teach students how to manage technology responsibly. Instead, incorporating them into the classroom encourages students to self-discipline and accountability in their technology use. And lastly, smartphone empowers students to make decisions about their learning by allowing their use. We foster independence and critical thinking as students learn to navigate how to use technology appropriately. I guess that's all. Thank you.
I now call upon the government representative to present the government official rebuttal. During this 4-minute speech, new arguments and evidence may be introduced only in reply to the last constructive opposition speech. I repeat, new arguments and evidence may be introduced only in reply to the last constructive opposition speech.
Thank you to the respected speaker. I want to argue that smartphone should be banned from the classroom. I strongly believe that smartphones being a major distraction in the classroom. Perhaps the most significant downside is the distractions smartphone can cause. Social media, games and messaging can divert attention from educational activities, leading to reduced focus and productivity. Using smartphones for extended periods of time can have a significant impact on young brains. Research suggests that excessive smartphone use can affect the brain's ability to refocus. Young brains require a certain amount of time to refocus after being engaged with a smartphone, and this can have consequences on their attention span and cognitive abilities. It's crucial for young people to be mindful of their smartphone usage and take regular breaks to allow their brains to recharge. By giving the parents of a few minutes to refocus away from the screen, they may maintain better focus and cognitive function throughout the day. So, it's important to find a balance between smartphones. Of course, with all the wonders of smartphones from games, videos to social media, students could become highly distracted from many sources of entertainment. Thus, it could divert their attention from lessons and negatively impact their academics. Furthermore, their usage could distract other students around them. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it's clear as a sunny day that smartphones is distracting. Therefore, it should be banned from classroom. We also want to remind all members of the gallery that the proposal proposed by the government is the best among the best. The government always wants the best for all organizations, especially for the decision makers of the future. Lastly, we, the government team, would like to gather all of your support for the government today. That's all, thank you.
Representative for concluding this debate. I invite the member of the gallery to give a round of applause. May I now invite the debaters to leave this floor and let the educator discuss the result.